Okay, we're a year older now. Today's my birthday, right? October 14th, 1965, I was born. It's 2024. Me and my little boys over here chilling, right? Say hi, Walker. His name is Walker. He's 12 years old. Anyway, so I'm gonna vent a little bit tonight. Get things off of my mind. Maybe, just maybe, some of the things I'm about to say you might have thought and you just never said it yourself. We'll see. So far, what I'm thinking about as we get older, as I particularly have gotten older and over the years, right? Let's say go back 8 years. Let's go back to when Obama was the president. I want to talk about Obama, Trump, Biden, and Harris. I don't like none of them now. Not that I really care. I didn't really ever like Harris. Fuck her. But Biden and okay, Trump. I used to like Trump back in the day, in the '80s, back when he was associated with Ivana Trump, right? And he was cheating with the Marlon Maples. Remember all that shit? That was the fun times, and it wasn't nothing. He wasn't the president, basically, and that's what he had going on. Wars with some woman named what was that woman's name? I forgot her name right now. Fiona Helmsley. I remember now. Her name came up late, but yeah, I remember them too. And Trump back then was big time involved with Tyson fights back when HBO did the heavyweight unification series. This is how we first became known or introduced to Mike Tyson. And Trump, had those fights in his casinos. So back in those days, Trump, I felt, was a cool dude. I didn't have no problems with the dude. Since then, now, being president now, back in 2020, when he was president, let's go before him. Let me start, like I said, with Obama, the first black president, the 44th president, right? This man speaks eloquently. This man is blah, blah, blah. But 8 years, he and Biden, as vice president, didn't do shit for black people. Okay? Being half black himself, whatever. As his mother's name, I just checked it out a little while ago. His mother's name, what was it again? Stanton Ann something wild like that, and she's from Toronto, Canada. Something Ann Durham or something like that, like my last name. It has an H-A-M. So I was like, so his mom is white, his dad is from Kenya. That's what Obama was about, right? And we didn't get nothing, reparations or any of that. Black people. This is with him for 8 years. Him and Biden. Remember now. So that's him and Biden. Then you bring in Trump. 4 years. Okay. Then COVID came along. Trump likes to, he's an egomaniac and he's a rich man. He wanted to show off his little monies and shit. So that's what he was mainly, in my opinion, doing. And that was his biggest claim to fame, with the monies and shit. So he gave us monies during the COVID. COVID started off in Wuhan, China, back in 2020. In other words, Chinese people created this, but yet in a couple years later, both Asians and gay people got anti-crime bills dedicated to their causes and monetary reparations for them. Nothing for black people. Keep up with me now. 8 years with Obama and Biden, nothing for us. Okay? 4 years with Trump, again. Trump had to deal with COVID So it messed his whole shit up. He was still dealing off of what happened with Obama and Biden previously. I don't like none of them, but I'm explaining how I'm saying what has gone on with these people, how it's affecting us all. So again, after the Obama-Biden bullshit for 8 years, here comes Trump for 4, and he did the best he could, I guess, and he did more economically for us, right? But nothing personally, nothing specifically for black people. Now comes this Kabami Harris, right? Vice President with Biden. Remember now, 4 years ago, Biden is busy. Right after Trump, here comes Biden. Oh, you're not black if you don't vote for Biden. You remember that? So that bullshit started out. What has happened since then from now? From then till now, Biden, the president, must be out with his son Hunter smoking crack because we don't see nothing of him anymore. He's taken out of office himself, right? He's taken himself out. So here's this Kabami Harris. Kamala, whatever the fuck her name is. Here she is now. And if this dude, Biden, don't die, she has to still run and be nominated as president, and she's not doing a good job. She herself has said specifically in the interview, oh, I'm not going to specifically do anything for black people. No. I'm not going to specifically do anything for black people. So all this rhetoric about whether she's black or not, come on, stop it. Obviously not. Again, like Obama, her mama is Indian and her father was half Jamaican, half Irish, and this man supposedly ran slaves from Jamaica, some stupid shit like that. So, I mean, what? And she specifically said, no, I'm not going to do anything specifically for black people, but yet like Biden before her, who's her boss, she's still pouting, oh well, and got a bunch of other black people, celebrities. Most notably recently I seen Magic Johnson of all people, vouching for this bum bitch, talking about, arresting, when she was prosecutor, arresting 6,000 black men in particular for weed violations, and then laughing later, oh, I used to smoke weed in my dorm room listening to Tupac and Snoop Dogg. They weren't even in power at the time. These dudes were not making records at the time. She said this. She's cleaning collard greens in her bathtub. She's bouncing around years ago. Remember now, she was with Cardi B at one point, playing her music, coming in, playing, pretending to dance. And then this year, now she got Megan Thee Stallion. She can't even make up her mind who she, wants to emulate. But it's all a ruse. But yet it's working. Ultimately, like I'm saying, all 4 of these people are full of shit, and I don't like any of them. I wish that we, as a nation, as a society, especially as we black people, I forgot to mention that Obama recently, a week ago or so, tried to punk black men into voting for her, to like act like he claims us, like he owns all black men. We have to vote for Kabami Harris. And we've seen for the 8 years he was in office, he and Biden, and now for 4 now with Biden and Harris, they're not doing shit for us. So it really offended me that this man who I once admired, I still dig his family, I dig his wife and 2 daughters, but I think most people, and I'm not alone in this, we gotta give Barack Hussein Obama the side eye for that bullshit he tried to pull, trying to, shame us into voting for this clown ass female who ain't doing shit and who already told us she won't do nothing. Who I would love to see in office if it could be done, if we could go back in time, Tupac Amaru Shakur for president. He would have done something for real. All these other little bum people that we got now, it's like, oh my God. We need somebody that thinks like him, except he would have chilled out by now, as he also would have been a 50-year-old if he had survived. We need an independent. We can't vote Democrat or Republican. We need somebody else. All 4 of these people are full of shit. That's how I look at it.